guys, it's Ann popping on my kitchen apron. Happy Friday. Glad to see everybody here, and I'm glad it's Friday. It's pretty dreary out, kind of gray, dark, right? At least where I live. So if you're living somewhere where there's bright, full sunshine, drop me a sun emoji down below. But I wanted to pop on because I'm doing a little food prep for the weekend, and I am making a super easy cheese sauce. Plus, Pampered Chef has announced a bunch of promotions for the month of April that I haven't popped on live and told you about yet. So whether you're following along on a virtual party that's coming up or you're just a follower of mine, here is some news for you guys to have. But first, let's just talk about the cheese sauce because I want you to know how easy it is if you have this gem, the cooking blender. Yep, it cooks. I've talked about this before, and this cheese sauce recipe is super easy. So we're going to put in just 1 pound of Velveeta that I've just put in big chunks. You guys can see how big of chunks they are. So go ahead and put that right in the blender. And whether you're gonna do like vegetables, like broccoli and cauliflower, I think are always so good with a cheese sauce. Or maybe you're wanting to make nachos this weekend, or you have some pretzels. This is a great recipe. Then we're going to use 2 cups of milk, and I just put it in the easy measure all cup because remember you can fill liquids in the top. So we're going to add the 2 cups of milk right to the blender as well. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of butter right in the blender. And then you put the lid on, and the magic happens here. So the lid's on, and then all the settings are here for you to choose from on the blender. And I'm really loving this. Plus, you guys, this is one of the promos this month. In the month of April, if you host any kind of party, so even just ask me to set you up a link, and your immediate family can shop Easter weekend or something, you can get an appliance 60% off. So you could get the new air fryer, you could pick the blender, you could pick the coffee maker, anything with a plug-in. You as a host in April would get a 60% off pick. So now on this blender, I'm gonna bring it close so you guys can see all the settings. So you could do a smoothie, you could make alternative milk, you could grind, you could do heated wash. Yep, heated wash means this actually washes itself for you when you're done. You could go over here and do soup, heated puree, jam, or sauce. Okay, so I'm going to put this back so I don't lose you, and I'm going to spin the dial to sauce. And I will start it just so you guys know what happens. So I'll just start it and then I'll shut it off in a second because it gets really loud. So just hang on for a second, but I just want you to see a little of the action of what it does. Okay, so as you can see, it was already grinding up the cheese and the milk. But what is also happening is it's heating it. It's cooking this. So it will run through the whole cycle, and when it gets to the appropriate temperature, it's going to stop and it'll say add across the screen. Because then what I'm going to add is simply 1/4 cup of flour that I have stirred in, 1/4 cup of water, that in the water is 1/2 package of dry onion soup mix. Okay, so dry onion soup mix and the water. So I'm letting that hydrate while the cheese blend starts. I'll add in the 1/4 cup of flour, and I do that by just taking this top off right here and adding the ingredients right through here. And then I just hit the start button again because it will have told me to add. And then when it's all done, it says end. So that's how easy it is to make a cheese sauce in the blender. So you can walk away and go do other things. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to hoover over it on the stove. When you're all done, you just pour the cheese sauce out. You put in 3 or 4 cups of water and just a drop or 2 of Dawn soap. Set it to heated wash and let it run its cycle. So if you're needing a blender that's more than a blender, this is a gem, and it is part of April's promotions. The other couple things that are going on in April that I think are really cool, that I think everyone in the kitchen should know about, is we are doing an entertaining sale for spring, because the spring seems to be when a lot of people gather. We have Easter, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, graduations, weddings, showers, so much going on. So when we talk about our entertaining line, it's things on the go like cool and serves, quick stir pitchers, charcuterie boards, They are all on sale. So if you need a shopping link for anything that interests you, if you don't want to host and you just want to shop with me, I greatly appreciate that too. Just drop in the comments or send me a message that you want a link. Because, right, who doesn't need the pitcher that does the plunging for you so you never have to get that spoon out? They're on sale, all right? And then one other promo. You got time? I'll stick on long enough. If you're cooking this weekend too, let me know. Drop in the comments what some of the things are that you're cooking this weekend. But one of the free gifts in April, so if you shop and spend $90, this is one of your choices. And you're probably looking at this going, well, what is this thing? It's actually called in the line a tortilla warmer, okay? So it has this little pocket, so you can put your tortilla shells in here and warm it up. But I have to tell you, I use it more to warm up and keep warm like breakfast sandwiches that I've made, or baked potatoes that are done that we're not quite ready to eat. So it's truly a warming pocket that you can use for a variety of things. And if you're somebody that's on the go a lot and you want to put a sandwich in here to keep warm, like maybe you made sliders and you want to take a couple with you to a track meet or something, you can put them inside of here and then I just wrap this up tight till the sandwiches and go, and it keeps it warm for a really nice long time. So this is a free gift with $90 orders in April too. So just lots of promos I wanted to pop on. Drop in the comments what you're cooking. I'm curious what's going on in your world. And then I'll be back in a day or two because I have a brand new product to talk about. See you soon.